yourself in a nice comfortable chair, relax, enjoy the fun. Naturally, today we have the inspirational reading. I'm leaving my hat on today just to change it up, just so you know, because I never take it off. Anyway, so there you have it. I'm going to change it up. No guest today, no crystal ball today. I do have the Soul Cards Tarot deck today. If anybody calls up wanting a reading, we could do that. I kind of like them because they're very basic. So you have to use your psychic ability as opposed to what's in the card. As usual, we have nice inspirational reading today. The interesting / fun facts, you're going to love them. I just know it. By the way, my name is David B. I'm the readings guy. 603-404-9338 is one way to get in touch with me. You can call me there. You can leave a message. You can leave a nasty message if you like. You can text me there. You can leave a nasty text if you like. Can also be reached by email at biffid@yahoo.com. That's biffid@yahoo.com. Anyway, so what do you say? We'll get to it. Oh, before I forget, I want to mention, so no guest today. I figure if I run out of things to talk about, whatever, I have my trusty phone right here, so we can do headlines and see what we think about the headlines. Naturally, you know, the headlines I go for anti-American and misinformation, disinformation, just so you know. All right, so let's get it going. Here is our inspirational, uplifting quote for today. 1, remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. 2, never give up work. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. Now we know what the problem is with everyone 35 and under. They don't work. So there you have it. Their life is empty. That's why they're cuckoo. All right, 3, if you are lucky enough to find love, remember it is there and don't throw it away. It's the inspirational reading for today. And that was a quote by none other than Stephen Hawking. I don't have a clue who he is, but I liked the quote, so there you have it. Now, for the interesting / fun facts today. I couldn't help resist. I think it's very appropriate at this time of year. Anybody who ventures outside encounters them, and especially at dusk, anyone who goes outside is harassed. And I'm sure some people get irritated by them. I'll give you a hint what it's about. There could be 1 million people. I could be in a crowd with 1 million people, and there would be one of these. Of all the 1 million people in the crowd, they would beeline for me. All right, so here we go. Today, the interesting and the fun facts are about, because they're so prevalent, right? Mosquitoes. Okay. Interesting fact number 1. Mosquito, get this. I never realized this. I bet you didn't either. Mosquitoes are the deadliest animals on Earth. More deaths are associated with mosquitoes than any other animal on the planet. I thought it was pit bulls. Mosquitoes may carry any number of deadly diseases, including malaria, dengue fever, I don't know what that is, dengue fever, yellow fever, Zika, I don't know what that is either, capital Z-I-K-A, and encephalitis. Mosquitoes also carry heartworm, which can be lethal to your dog. Imagine. Interesting fun fact number 2. An adult mosquito may live 5 to 6 months. That's a lot of bites. Few probably make it that long, given our tendency to slap them silly when they land on us. But in the right circumstances, an adult mosquito has quite a long life expectancy as bugs go. Most adult females live for 2 to 3 weeks, poor things. For those that winter in your garage, though, look out. Eggs can dry out for 8 months and still hatch. Fumigate those garages in the dead of winter. Interesting fun fact number 3. 1, 2, 3. Mosquitoes mean nothing personal when they take your blood. I always take it personal. Female mosquitoes need protein for their eggs and must take a blood meal in order to reproduce. Because males don't bear the burden of producing young, they'll avoid you completely and head for the flowers instead. When not trying to produce eggs, females are happy to stick to nectar also. So there you have it. Now, every time you get a mosquito bite, we know it's, again, from a upset female. What else is new? Oops. All right. Interesting fun fact number 4. Mosquitoes, poor things, average a flight speed of only 1 to 1.5 miles per hour. If a race were held between all the flying insects, nearly every other contestant would beat the pokey mosquito. Butterflies, locusts, and honeybees would all finish well ahead of the mosquito. Just as well. Interesting fun fact number 5. This is incredible. A mosquito's wings beat 300 to 600 times per second. I think they must have meant a minute. Isn't that a lot of times in a second? 600 times in 1 second? This would explain that irritating buzzing sound you hear just before a mosquito lands on you and bites you. But they should reword this to say, this would explain that irritating buzzing sound you hear just before a female mosquito lands on you and bites you. Interesting fun fact number 6. All mosquitoes need water to breed, but not much. Just a few inches of water is all it takes for a female to deposit her eggs. Tiny mosquito larvae develop quickly in bird baths. Forget the birds. Roof gutters, keep cleaning them. And old tires dumped in vacant lots. So, you see an old tire dumped in a vacant lot, burn it. Some species can breed in puddles left after a rainstorm. Now that's rather interesting. If you want to keep mosquitoes under control around your home, you need to be vigilant about dumping any standing water every few days. Make a note. Put it on your calendar every few days. Check water, check water, check water. And finally, last but not least, interesting fact number 7. Most mosquitoes can travel only 2 to 3 miles. Still quite a feat for them, right? So your mosquitoes are basically your and your neighbor's problem. Get this. Some varieties, like the Asian tiger mosquito, can fly only about 100 yards. Imagine. Anyway, so there you have it. Look it up. You learn something new every day. Mosquitoes. Now you know when you go out there, when you get bit, it's not just a mosquito. It's a female mosquito. They love causing trouble. Right? Females, don't they? Marry them, irritated for life. Don't marry them, they still irritate you for life. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you?
Well. Nice to hear from you today.
Mr. Whoopi, how are you? Did you get the fun facts about the mosquitoes and what to watch out for now?
Yeah, I'm not. I put a lot of spray on there so the mosquitoes won't.
I went out today, but because I live in the woods basically, and I got it's made from plants. I don't know how well it works. I still got one on the back of my neck, but there you have it.
Aloe vera.
Oh, really? I'll have to try it. And I don't know if you can buy it anymore. Remember Avon, Skin So Soft? That used to work.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hey, your buddy doesn't have to go to jail.
Tell me that's not a scam. And there's some rapper, I forget his name, Black something his name is. His lawyer's upset because he just ended up getting a 3-year sentence for exactly the same thing. And I bet you it still wasn't. I bet you it wasn't. I bet you it was for not reporting less than the 10 million that Hunter didn't report. Imagine. Yeah. I mean, I don't care. People get upset. I know a couple of woke people. They attack me on Facebook. Ha 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 ha. They go, Trump's indicted for refusing to return these documents, which I never heard that, but they're saying about, see, Hunter got a plea deal because there's really no evidence there. No, Hunter took the plea deal to stop the focus on the bribery and every other thing going on with that mafioso family in the White House.
Well, Joe, our dear president said he didn't know anything about that dealings he had.
Yeah, I know. And did you see it yesterday? Joe and Joe, are you ready? He's a victim. Hunter is a victim.
Yeah.
Do you believe it? Smoking all the crack he wants in the White House, but he's a victim. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. What else is going on? What? So what do you...
Nothing.
Now, you think Trump's going to cop a plea deal?
Yeah, he should. Well, he got a golf tournament he got to play in.
Do you golf?
I used to.
I never golfed, but like I said, everybody, people kept telling me you should golf because I love to walk, so... it'd be right up my alley, but I never golfed. I'm not about to start now. I don't think I could really, have the agility to do all that wraparound body movement and swinging with the clubs and stuff like that. So I still.
You can throw your back out very easily.
You're not kidding. I don't know why. The past couple of days, almost all the way down my back, about 2/3 of the way down. I don't know if I've been sleeping wrong or what, but not really painful. But you know what I mean? I could feel it.
Well, you got to go up to Maine somewhere, and have some lobsters.
There you go. Well, actually, I might go next week because I don't bartend down at the Manchester Oaks anymore. Last Tuesday was my last night. So, and then last night they said I didn't have to show up there. I've already got somebody to cover. But, when you're a bartender and they give you notice, I don't know why, but, they think you're going to steal the money. I couldn't be bothered. I'm not going to go to hell for $50, I can tell you that. So, right? So, but I might go next week. What?
So you guys are going out to eat Tuesday?
Well, we have to. I have to get in touch with Mary and Anthony and Jim and Mary and see what the story is, what we can come up with. But now I've got Monday and Tuesday off, so either one of those days would work out very
Yeah.
well for me to go. Why, you want to join us?
I can't get down there. I'm not allowed to drive.
Walk. You said
Oh,
you.
somebody's beeping.
Where for you?
Hello.
Somebody's beeping what? The phone or a horn on a car?
How about a quick reading?
All right. I'll give you one quick I'll give you a 2-card reading. And I'm going to pick
Okay.
this one. These are soul cards. So it's like you have, it tunes me into you as opposed to what's going on with the card. Well, all right. I like this. And it's true. All right. So first we have the King of Pentacles. All right. Pentacles, again, it's work, it's materialistic things, it's, things we want to acquire or whatever. But anyway, so whatever, and it could be mental work. I'm going to say in this sense, it's meant the mentality, all right? And the King of Pentacles, which could be you, because I just know you're an older gent, all right? Somebody who's, got lots of wisdom and knowledge with them. So somebody who, got their feet on the ground, knows what they're talking about, has all the experience. And what it is, of course, and this is right at the end, this is all coming together now. It's creating the whole circle. What do we have next? See, I like these. See, look, they can glow on the TV. You have the 10 of Swords. So, right? All right, so 10, 1 and 0. We started 0, 1, that type of thing. So it's all coming to fruition now. You got all that sort of whatever, this here, and you know what you're doing, but you sort of, I'm going to say, you're scattered when you think about certain issues or whatever, but that's all going to become to the past. It's all going to come together. It's all going to make sense to you in no time. There's your reading, Mr. Whoopi.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, beautiful night. Hey,
Well-
today's the longest day of the year.
That's right. Imagine, unless if you're in the southern hemisphere, that's the shortest day of the year. But
Yeah.
I was looking, are you ready? I was looking at this morning, Vilnius, naturally, the hat, but sunrise and sunset there. Are you ready for this? Sunrise is at like 4:40 in the morning. Imagine, and sunset is 9:59 tonight. How's that? Isn't that
15 hours and 17 minutes and 4 seconds long.
what? Here or there?
Today.
Oh,
Yeah.
here. Imagine. I'll take it. I'll take it. What can you do? But
Now the days are going to get shorter.
I know, but we still have summer ahead of us. So before we realize the days are getting shorter, hopefully there'll be summer weather to enjoy to get our minds off that. Right? I know. I do the same thing though. I woke up this morning and I go, oh, the longest day of the year. They're all going to be getting shorter now. But hey.
How's Fred doing?
Fred's doing good. He was napping when I left. He was out on the balcony for God, at least 2 hours today. I was shocked. He goes out. He finally realizes he can push the door open to come back in. So, because before I would if I was out there, I'd leave the door open for him to come in and out. But all the bugs were coming in, mosquitoes.
Mm.
So. But now, when he goes out, I just leave the door cracked, and he finally figured out that, he can push it and open it and come in. So, and even if I'm napping, the door makes a little squeak. So I hear the door squeak, I get right up and shut it.
I'm getting a message somewhere that I think somebody else wants to talk to somewhere.
I'm sure there is. because you beat her today, I'm shocked. So, and I can hear it now. It's busy. It was busy. It was busy. And then I'm probably going to get, who do I think I am? Given a reading, and when she's not the first one. Uh-oh.
Right.
All right.
Okay, Dave.
All right. Thanks for calling. Take it easy,
I
mister.
got a feeling that she's going to
All right.
talk you into a good reading.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for calling, Mr. Whoopi. We'll see.
Okay, Dave. Right.
Okay. Bye.
Have a good week.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So there you have it. He beat out everyone today. Mr. Whoopi. Imagine that. So I'm sure I'll get a couple more people calling. Oh, by the way, if you want to join me, you want to make a comment, something to say, you want to bring something to my attention, 603-640-3091. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. It's the energy lady.
Man,
How are you today
I'm
on this beautiful sunny day?
Fantastic. You know, I almost forgot what the sun looked like because I haven't seen it in so long.
That's because you're looking at the daughter.
Right, yeah. There you go. I love it. So how have you been?
I'm wonderful. Well, what do you mean that people could call in and talk to you nasty? I would never talk to you nasty.
No, I know you wouldn't, but I think some people might. Some people might, but, you know.
You've given them permission to do it, and you shouldn't.
Well, you know, I figure, but sometimes people need to vent, and they, you know, if they know that there's an outlet that they can vent, right? And they can vent, they can take it out on me. You know, I put up that little boundary, I put up that cushion around me that bounces, only lets positive energy come through, and that little cushion repels all the negative energy. So if they want to vent on me and say nasty things or talk bad or whatever it is, it's like, you know, they feel better about it, and then I don't really take it as being assaulted because I'm helping them. You know, I look at it as...
Oh, you're giving them permission to insult you, and you shouldn't be doing that.
Well, yeah,
They
but
gotta be nice.
I agree.
The energy lady.
Listen to the energy lady. That's right. She knows what she's talking about. So listen to the energy lady. I just threw that. Of course, you know, they can call or text me with all uplifting, positive, wonderful things like you do all the time. You're always uplifting and positive and loving and...
Well, like they say, they lift them up and they put them down. Then lift them up again.
There you go, but I lift myself up every morning. As soon as I wake up, I go, regardless of what the weather's like outside, I always tell myself, another beautiful sunshiny day. I do every single morning, and it works.
So you're like an elevator. You go up and down, and sometimes you're stuck in the middle. So when you're stuck in the middle, you press the button and go back up.
That's exactly what, and it's that easy. That's what I try to tell people. It's that easy to do it. I know this lady, she's negative, and I keep telling her, I go, that's a choice. I go, it's a choice.
Well, she probably has a lot going on, and some people are like that, and so we understand those kind of people because we don't know what's going on and what the facts are.
Exactly. I mean, I kind of know what's going on, and I can see, some stuff, but, things that you can't control, what's the point in letting them bring you down? If you think, things you can control are things that will say, like, going on with you inside, you will say, like, you break an arm or something, that's one thing. But, if somebody close to you is not acting the way you like, or is, not doing something that you think is, that they should be doing, it's like, really, why? To be negative about something like that, I think is...
Well, not everybody's the same,
Well, I agree.
Maybe they haven't got a choice.
Well,
Sometimes they get stuck in the middle and you don't have a choice.
well, you always have a choice, don't you? You always have
Not all the time. Not all the time.
You don't think so?
Can you give me a reading?
Yeah, I can. A 2-card reading. I have,
Only a 2-card reading?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-card
Oh.
reading. I have the soul cards today, see? And I like them because they're gold, and you see it? They light up on the screen. All right, so,
And I have a friend named Soul.
S-O-U-L.
S-O-U-L, and I got one S-O-U-L-E. Both ways.
Now, are these friends, are they people or are they four-legged friends?
They're people.
I never heard of that
People I've
name.
known for years.
I never heard of the name Soul for someone, unless it was a nickname. It's a birth name, Soul?
No, that's a birth name.
Because, I mean, I
One's
know
S-O-U-L, and the other one's S-O-U-L-E. So, soul.
because I have, I know I have a soul, but it's not my name. Although it's
And they used to call the son when he was living the Soul Train. Remember the song?
and, right,
On the Soul Train?
and, and the show Soul Train, remember?
Yes.
With
And they thought he was black, but he wasn't black. He was white.
who was white?
And his last name was Soul. And they used to sing the song Soul Train to him when he was living.
Get out! That's bullying, isn't it? Isn't that
No, he liked it because
Oh.
his last name was Soul.
Soul? Right? Huh? Imagine that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Soul O'Meal.
so let's get to the reading with the soul cards. All right.
Okay.
So
okay.
So the first card I have here is the Hierophant. All right. So, and what I'm gonna focus in on this card is because you're so up. So that's all that really. That's what jumps out no matter what deck I bring with me. That's what always jumps out here, is positive, goodness, loving, warmth. All right. And of course, and you are so in tune to that. And it's funny how you were talking about these people with the name of Soul on the Hierophant. As you can see down here, there's the little sort of staff, shall we say, with the 3 handles that go across. The same thing as the Pope carries with him when he's around. And that's you. You're so in tune to sort of everything going around. And that, you're wonderful. Also up here, as you can see, it's sort of like, it's a quarter moon, but it's sort of sideways. And it's really, as you can see, it's not really connected to the upper portion of the card here with another staff with a cross from when we come to decisions. You were talking about decisions. Again, there's, which way to go, and not only that, there's all that info and all that energy that you realize is around to help you and influence you on making proper decisions. And also to even expand on that, if you can see it, again, we have the King of Cups. Again, I know it's the king, but it could be anyone, an older person with great intuition, knows all about, and you always talk about this stuff, about helping others and sort of supporting others and building other people up. That's just what this King of Cups does. People come to you for that kind of shall we say, support or enlightenment, and you know exactly what it is that will enlighten them and brighten up their day. Because that's you let all positive, uplifting energy influence you and come in and you absorb all that, such as I do, but so I know what it's like. But there you have it. See,
You hit it right on the nail.
ta-da! All right, energy lady.
Every single thing you talked about.
All right, energy lady. I mean, how can even people that I think aren't into like psychicness or tarot cards or crystal balls or anything like that? I don't know how people can't get it from you listening to you. Just you exude all that energy to everyone that's within hearing distance. So everybody get the same mindset, and you'll be absolutely wonderful all the time, as is the energy lady. There you have it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. See
I
that?
love being positive.
And me. It's
I mean, I have my days, but you know what? I shrug it and I keep going.
That's me. That's me. I do the same thing because I'm the same way. I'm like the eternal optimist. But occasionally you get a curveball, shall we say, right? But I just go, I look at, I accept it, and that's the biggest a downfall, I think, for people. They can't accept that they're not having the best of days. And I just say to myself all the time, when I get thrown a curveball, I go, hey, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's what was planned out for me. You know me, I'm very spiritual. I got the curveball thrown at me. The forces that threw the curveball at me are the same forces that are going to have me dodge the curveball or work my way around or over the curveball. And
If I get a curveball, you know what I do? I catch it and store it straight.
well, there you all
Here we go.
right. See that? There you go. Good for you. Glad
The
to
only
hear
way
it.
to be.
It sure is. I agree. Take her advice. She knows what she's doing, and you can tell.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, energy
Well,
lady.
thank you very much, and
And
I
thank
won't
you.
take up all your time. 'Cause
Okay.
maybe Gina wants to call too,
Well, she usually calls. I know. I got to hear what's going on in Medford, naturally, my hometown. So,
Oh, of course.
right, she always fills
All
me
right.
in with a little
I'll
bit.
let you go, and God bless, and have a wonderful night. Stay
and-
happy, healthy, and strong.
Thanks, and
Yeah,
you.
bye-bye.
Thanks for calling. Bye. All right, so there you have it. This tarot deck today is really tuning in on a nice high positive note. So now's the time to call in for a reading. 603-640-3091. So, good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Hello, Dave. It's Gina from Medford.
Hey, Gina, my hometown girl. How are you today?
Good, good. Last day of school was today.
Congratulations. Lucky you.
Oh, I was so happy.
Now,
Part of me was sad.
hey, now, how did the reading go last week? Did it help you out, sort anything out, by the way?
Oh, man. Wow, what a week. I mean, I had everybody on my butt asking questions, trying to pull teeth. Oh, my God. But it after after a little bit, and I just stood my ground. I took the fear out of me, and I did it.
Good for you, see? Hey, now, over the summer, you're not going to have to, go to any sort of, sensitivity training, right? So, when you go back to school, tell the white students that they're not good because they're white and they're racist and what they're white supremacists.
No, I won't have to do that. I'm going to be doing, I'm going to take 3 weeks off, 2 weeks actually, and then I'm going to be working for MCAS MCAS. Because they don't do it. They sit there and don't do it. So taxpayer money waste.
What do you mean an alternative to MCAS? It's either you're educated or you're not.
That's
Right?
true. But here's the thing. When you put the MCAS in front of them, they just close the book and they become a zero. So it's a zero. Now the state looks like they're not educated. So what are you doing? You're spending money where no one wants to take it.
So what are they going to do?
And they can, well, hopefully we can find an alternative. So I'm going to try to work on getting an alternative. Just for 4 weeks, I'm just going to do that.
You
Because
mean-
I need a break from education.
Over the summer you're going to do it, or when you start back?
Starting July 17th till August 17th.
Wow. You're a
Yeah,
glutton.
yeah, I'll take-
You're a glutton for punishment, Gina.
I really am a glutton for punishment, but I need it for my mental state.
Oh well.
I do need it. So that's why I need a card now. Oh, then I can join you next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday?
Yeah, but I have to have your phone number, so I want to confirm with you and get you the address.
All right, I'll give you the phone number this is a different phone number. I'll give you that, but not on the air. My other phone
on the
number.
air.
Do you have a pen and a pencil?
Wait, I have to give you, can you, or you can't call on here, so I'll have to go get a pen and pencil.
All right.
All right.
Well, you're getting. Are you on a cell phone now, by the way, or are you on Facebook, or
That's
what?
my cell phone. This is my personal cell phone.
Oh, so you can walk around with it? Because I was going to say, if not, I would
No, I
say.
can work it on. No,
Oh.
I just want a couple of cards. That way I know what's coming up.
Yeah. Well, I know it's coming up already without even the cards, Gina.
What?
Well, for that
What do you
MCAS
think?
thing, you're going to come out with these stupendous ideas, and naturally, they're going to give you crap. They're going to sort of give you friction on them.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hope not, Dave.
And I'm getting the sense
Well,
that,
I'm trying to do the best I can.
right, I know, and you're doing a wonderful job at these, and it's two people, and the reason they do it is because they're jealous. That's what it is.
I do have the number. I do have a pen and a pencil.
All right.
Ready.
Are you ready?
Yep.
603
Yep.
404 9338.
9338.
Yeah, so 603 404 9338. And I don't always,
Yeah,
I
I
leave
got it.
that phone at home a lot, so it's like I don't have it with me
Okay.
today. So text or call, whatever, leave a message, and
And you'll get back to me. Okay, good.
right. So let me repeat it right away before I even do the reading. Next Wednesday, the wonderful Medford lady, girl from Medford, my hometown, Gina, will be the
Yes.
guest next week with
I'll be
me.
there.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes, it will be. I just have to know where I'm going, so.
All right, I can tell you that. Anyway, listen. Do you want a two-card reading?
Yes, please.
All right. I'm going to take the two in a row. I hardly ever do that. Well, here. Well, actually, they're both good. They're very, very good here. First, all right, Temperance. It's hard to see these, but let me see if I can make a glow there for you. Can you
Okay.
see it? Can you see
Yep.
it on the Facebook? I'm trying to make a
Yep.
glow. All right, Temperance, as you can see, it's sort of a card. It's number 14, which is number 5. I like that. But Temperance, as you can see, it's sort of divided in the middle. It's both the same, upper and lower. That's what I was talking about earlier. You got all these fantastic. And so you sort of
Yep.
talked about the MCAS alternative, so that's where my mindset, it's a little, once, when you get info, what can I tell you? It happens. But as you can see it, so we'll say, here it is. It's exactly it's a mirror image, upper and lower, all right? And here we are, we're separated in the middle. There's a force there. The force in the middle is you. But it's an even keel here. Everything is nice and even. They're really, really wonderful ideas, all right? Well balanced, everything. Right to the point, no dilly-dallying, you know what I mean? It's not like they're going to have to second-guess anything. These are fantastic ideas. So keep that in mind. And the next card, I like it. I pulled them out two in a row, as you can see. And then the next card, it's the funniest thing. It's the Queen of Wands. And there you are, the Queen of Wands. Somebody just like you. And this is almost the same thing as divided upper and lower, almost being the same. The same is just a little bit different. As you could see, here we are. The upper we have the crown naturally for the queen, and that's you. Down below, the lower half, it's basically the same thing, but instead of a crown, all right, it's an inverted U there with the drippings down, all right? So this is what I'm saying. Here we are, the queen. Here you are. And this is still going on with these cards is sort of not, they don't slide easy. All right? If we can see them together. So, as you can see it.
Queen of Wands.
All right? Here, right. The queen is on top, and there's the Temperance is on the bottom.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are, and as you can see, here's all this info coming from you, all these ideas coming from you again. All right, and we get into the middle, and again, it's perfect. It's well balanced because the queen knows what she's talking about. All right.
Awesome.
So, and then it's all well balanced, and then there might be, if there is, here I go about. If you can see the card there, you know, right after where everything is, there's a little friction there, which are the arms sort of reaching out, but it's really not much because all you have to do is, you know, state your case, remind them that Gina knows what Gina's talking about, and and that will sort of nip it right in the bud. It'll nip it right in the bud. So
I can't wait because at the end of the school day, we had somebody light a little fire in the basket.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Yeah. You think they wouldn't stop? They would stop? No.
So now, what happened? Did they call the fire department, or did
we did call the fire. They called the police because, you know, obviously this kid was carrying a lighter. Who knows what he's over? So then the best part though is we caught the kid with the lighter lighting on fire, and the police, you know, were ready to, you know, charges and everything.
Yeah.
And our principal said, "How did you know it was him? And how did you know it was his lighter?"
Naturally, right.
How do you know it's his lighter? And we said, doesn't matter whose lighter it is. He lit the thing on fire. Right. But how do you know he brought it in?
Well, even if he didn't bring it in. Even if he didn't bring it in, he's the one who got caught with it.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. So they kept going, well, you know, the laws, they gotta, you know, I says, listen, every law has a loophole. Find it. That's what I told them. Every law has a loophole. I said, look at what you do with the hoods. They got the hoods on. They bring paraphernalia through their hoodies, and they know that you can't touch them. Oh, we can't do anything about it. All you can do is say, I know you got stuff in your hood, but I can't do anything about it. I said, are you kidding me? I said, I have to lay down my arms like that? No. I said, I'm not telling them that.
Yeah, but you know, this woke thing is so sickening. It's like, you know, when I was in school, there was a dress code. You know?
Not anymore.
I know they cave to do whatever they want. We want hoodies. We want hoodies.
It's
ridiculous.
With the braids. That's what they shouldn't have started. It's called the braids law. Here in Massachusetts, 2 girls braided their hair, and in one of the Catholic schools, and they told them that they couldn't go to school with hair braided, and that was stupid. And then it went from that to absolutely opening up a can of worms. So that was really stupid.
That's unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, you know,
That's
you
what
get,
it was called, the braid law.
wow, well, the braid law, it's called the cuckoo law, and
It's called the cuckoo people.
really, and this is what cracks me up. It's like anybody, they have to make everybody, every individual just makes their own laws. Right?
And it's like it's individual basis. So if you want to wear underwear, you go to court and say, I want to wear underwear. Then afterwards, you get the right. Something else trickles down. You see what I'm saying?
I know,
And
I
it
hear
makes
you.
no sense to me. It just makes absolutely no sense. If you go to other countries, you need to abide by their laws.
That's
In
right.
this country, you ask everybody else to make a law for themselves. For God's sake, when are you going to grow up, people?
Exactly. I agree. That's right. That's right.
I mean, I don't feel like you can do that because we need to have some sort of continuity in the school. You can't say you have a hoodie, the other one wears an underwear. I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
But Gina, look at it this way. There is continuity. It's called craziness.
No, that definitely runs rampant. That's in control.
Wow.
That's definitely in control. But I just think that, I told one of my friends, my little friends in class the other day,
Yeah.
and I told her exactly. She goes, well, my mother doesn't like it if I get an F. I said, I understand that, but the whole semester you slept on
Right.
a desk.
Yeah.
I said, you wasted taxpayer money, and now you have an F.
There you go. Good. And
That's all.
you watch. You got to apologize to the mother. I mean,
No,
it's
she didn't complain, so she knew the truth.
oh, good. That's
She knew I
right.
spoke the truth.
But
Well, if she complains, you know what I'm going to say, Dave? You slept. Did you want me to write that in your report?
really,
That you slept every morning?
I know.
No, I'll get her back. There's no way. If she complains about what I said, you're wasting taxpayer money,
Yeah.
I'm going to complain about her sleeping. Well, then then I'll take it further. You should have had her drug tested. What if she was drunk? Blah, 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 blah. I'll take it further.
Right.
'Cause I don't,
Yeah. That's right. Have her
I don't
drug
like
tested.
people
How do
stepping
you know she's not in there
How do
nodding
I
out on
know?
heroin?
Exactly. Don't you want her safe in the school?
I
You want her
know.
to come to school sleeping and you don't know what's wrong with your kid? Are
Wow.
you serious?
I'll tell
That's outrageous.
Gina, Medford schools weren't like that when I went to them. I can tell you that.
But I talked to Haverhill, I talked to Manchester, I talked to a whole bunch of people like that everywhere because they told me that the laws are uniform.
Wow. And when
So-
I was in, we called it grammar school. We didn't call it grade school. It was grammar school, right?
Yeah.
When I was in grammar school, I think it was on Friday. Every Friday we had to wear a tie, and I either wore a string tie or a bow tie because I didn't like the ties. So I wore a bow tie or a string tie every Friday, and a white shirt.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Oh, yeah, we did too.
Wow.
I did too.
What happened?
I had to wear that too. Now you can wear, one of the girls was wearing shorts. It looked like a diaper. She's 14 years old. I said, the shorts look like a diaper. I told her this.
Yeah.
I said, it looks like you're wearing a diaper and there's something in your pants. I said, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Because what happened is she wore short pants and she covered it with a T-shirt. So now it looks like a night shirt, and then when you bend down, it looks like it's a diaper because the shorts are shaped like that. Okay? I mean, it's ridiculous. They can wear that? No, I said she needs to be dress coded. And my principal doesn't like it. Oh, well, there's a law. Well, then let the Attorney General come in here and say no.
Really? I know there's a law. No, there isn't a law. That's the problem. But that's the plan for the big picture that, they keep dumbing you down. Let's face it, dumbing you down because they're going to take away everybody's freedoms. That's the plan.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah. And today, all the superintendents in Massachusetts wrote a letter to the State House to make mandatory free lunch in school.
That's ridiculous. Free lunch.
Mandatory.
Unbelievable.
Mandatory. So you don't have to feed your kid you're not responsible anymore. The school will feed it. The school will educate it. The school will watch it.
Right, they have to do the after-school programs. That's because they want to make sure Mama's got enough money for her crack.
Oh, God. It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
It is, but, well, let's face it, Massachusetts, they're in competition with California to see who could be the craziest and the most ridiculous. So there's the answer there.
Oh, absolutely.
And to think I grew up there. Imagine I grew up there and lived there.
No better anywhere else, trust me.
No.
We're trying to get it under control anyway, thank God. But everywhere else, it's outrageous.
It's not so bad up here. Well, Manchester's cuckoo, but...
Manchester's cuckoo. I just saw in the news about that little girl that was found dead.
No, they haven't found her yet.
I thought she was in a little crate.
Well, yeah, that's what they're saying. They're giving you all this stuff, but, I mean, they're saying she was in the crate and she was in this, and he moved in one place and he had to move out because the neighbors were complaining about the stench. But it's, it's the poor thing. It doesn't really prove anything,
Yeah.
It proves he's a jerk. We know that. But the poor thing.
Well, he hit her on the head while he was driving, so that's pretty sad.
Well, it is
it's
sad.
Pretty strange.
It sure is. And what gets me though, she's in jail now too. The one that was with him, the girlfriend or whatever, or the one he married, wasn't the mother of the kid, but was there with the kid. This is what gets me. They watch this stuff. They watch this. I just can't believe it. This abuse of poor little innocent, defenseless children, and they don't do a thing because but I'm so in love with them. I'm in love with her, and they just watch this poor kid get pummeled to death. It's
poor thing.
I know
Poor
exactly.
Thing.
Poor thing is right.
Yeah. All right, I'll see you next week.
All right, I can hardly wait. Thanks for calling, Gina. Enjoy the rest of your week. And look at this. I don't even have that much time left. Imagine that.
I know.
Wow.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.
All right, great. I'm looking forward to it next week, folks. Gina, here in the flesh. Thanks again.
In the flesh.
All right.
Bye, Dave.
Talk to you. Bye-bye. So there you have it. Gina from Medford. Right here, sitting in that chair. I think she'll be in that chair. She'll have a choice. Next week from Medford, we'll have all kinds of interesting things to talk about. We can talk about MEFA, or plus she's a teacher. We can tell anybody of you may be interested in a career in teaching. I don't know why. It's like almost as bad as being a cop these days. And we'll do tarot reading. She does, I think she said she reads cards, if I'm not mistaken. And you can't read. I know some people do, but you can't, like Norm told me, you really can't. You can't read for yourself because let's face it, no matter what question I ask, if I'm doing a simple reading for myself, right? I've done, but we'll say I'm going to do a yes or no question, and I pull one card, all right? And here we go, the Queen of Wands. Look at this, the last card we got for her. So, let's face it, you don't ask a yes or no question. You could make this lean towards yes, or you could make it lean towards no. So you really can't read for yourself. Unless, you want it to be, it's sort of meaningless, because let's face it, if right then and there with that card, if I was looking for a no answer, I could justify a no. If I was looking for a yes, and for myself. For somebody else, it's it's different when it's somebody else, because it's how it gets you when they call. So there you have it. We don't have a whole lot of time today. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, same time, same place. Tomorrow, 5 to 6 p.m., Cruising with Mary, and I'm pretty sure it's her usual Anthony Williams. Jim and Mary, co-hosts. There you have it. Well, Mary, don't forget, we're going out for lunch, I think, soon. And finally, I never mentioned it, but stay tuned. Right after me is, I think it's rock, paper, and hand grenades. Finally, remembered to mention them. Right after me, they always have interesting, informative shows, nice topics. So stay in tune for that. Like I said, we're almost out of time. Thanks for tuning in. I want to thank all my callers for calling in. Makes me feel real good that people are calling in. We didn't get to do any headlines today, but that's all right. We'll get to them eventually. Anyway, as we know, finally, it's beautiful out there today. Finally, the sun was out there shining. Get out there, enjoy it. Watch out for the mosquitoes. We know all about them now. And by the way, one thing on fact I didn't write, because I like to keep everything on one sheet, is females, how do they know you're around? Because you exhale CO2, right? And they can tune into the CO2 from 75 feet away. So it's not like they got to be real close. They're beelining to you to harass you and assault you and everything. So remember that. And also, please, 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 2 things always remember, especially now in these scary times with the government trying to overthrow the people, thinking we're there for them, as opposed to the true meaning of a politician is them being there for us. So please, in order to keep everything in alignment here, I know it's more getting tougher every day. Please, please, please remember, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. But more importantly, remember, you are a winner